Hello, my name is Drude Aviaya and I work in Sisimiut at the Language Center. And this is an introduction to the Greenlandic language, so you can understand a little bit of the background for the language and how it works. So the Greenlandic language is actually a part of the Eskimo language family, and which covers Greenland, Canada, and Alaska. And in Alaska they speak something called Yupik. In Canada, Inuktitut, and in Greenland we speak Galashisut, which means Greenlandic. All these languages, they are what we call polysynthetic, which means that it consists of many small parts put together in a word. So in Greenlandic I can say a whole phrase in one word, as for instance a dog is rimmerk, and to have in Greenlandic is expressed with this ra, and to say I put the verbal flexion bunga, which means I in indicative. So I have a dog becomes rimmerka bunga. And as you can see, I put a minus in front of the ra, which means that it is eating consonants. So I often explain these little suffixes with like a pirate fish, which is eating consonants as R and Q and so on. So when you see a minus in front of such a suffix, it means that it eats the consonant. Otherwise we would end up with two Qs. And if I want to say I don't have a dog, I would put the ngi, which means not. I do not have a dog becomes then Greenlandic. So the ngi is inserted here, and as you see, it has eaten the R here. So Greenlandic, and then when we have denial as not, the ending will change and become langa. So you see, it's quite different from English. And maybe you will notice that often you see this ending. You will often see this mik. And this is something special to Greenlandic. And it can be translated to something like by means of. For example, I can say savimik amma bara, and savik means a knife. So I opened it with a knife. I opened it by means of a knife. And here there is a plus in front of this suffix. So it has an effect on the K. So it becomes two M's. Savimik amapara. This sentence amma bara is something a little bit special about Greenlandic too, because we have amma, which means to open, and then bara means I, it, open. And so you see that we have the object here in the ending and the subject here. And this is what we call a transitive ending, when we both have the subject and the object in the ending of the word. For instance, I love you is asavagit, and asa means to love, and vakit means I, you. You can also ask a question like, do you understand it? And that would become pasiviuk. And pasi means to understand, and vi is asking mode, and it comes from vit, which is do you, and uk could be actually translated into it. So it, you, and then understand. So the transitive verbs can both be in asking mode and in a normal conclusional mode. And actually we call a coffee party, it's called kaffemik, but only by the Danes. And this is because they have noticed that this mik ending is very common in Greenlandic. Anyways, this kaffemik is a Greenlandic way of celebrating birthdays, for instance, and it's like an open house where you can come and go, and if the whole village should happen to come to this party, the system is that the person who came first is the first to leave, so it doesn't get overcrowded. So if you are lucky to see the spachak, you will see that people they are throwing money, candy on the floor, and they say spachak, and then you just have to, get down on all four and grab most money you can get, and it's very funny. And people do it, for instance, if their son or daughter have had an exam or whatever it could be that they celebrate, something they're happy about. Maybe somebody got married, or at a birthday party, if somebody feels really happy, you can just throw out money on the floor. And there's no politeness. You just need to get as much as you can get here. So this is all I wanted to say for now, and I hope you will enjoy this Memrise course. Thank you, and bye-bye.